Hi and welcome. Thank you for learning with me. This is the last grammar presentation of Unit 1. It's called be plus adjective plus infinitive. First, let's talk about what those two words mean that you might not be familiar with. Adjective, um, sorry, that's not going down. Sorry about that. I didn't see my bar. Okay, so um, remember, an adjective is a descriptive word. For more a fuller explanation here, so let's go through it. An adjective is a word that modifies or describes a noun or pronoun. Now, you know what a noun is: a person, place, or thing. A pronoun, like I, it takes the place of a noun. So my name is Jill, but the pronoun of Jill could be I. So for example, I don't say Jill's water. I'm sorry, it's possessive. I don't say Jill is a teacher. I say I am a teacher. Okay, so it takes the place of that noun. Um, Adjectives can be used to describe the qualities of someone, okay, or something independently or in comparison to something else. So that's a lot of information. Remember, I said, like you could say, the cat is large. Okay, we're telling, oh, the cat, we're describing the cat, a large cat. The cat is large. Okay. Also, you can compare something. The cat is large. The dog is small. Okay. Um, Here's some examples. I like old houses. What kind of houses? Old houses. Well, I don't like old houses. This person does. The next one. The boy is tall and skinny. Skinny, right? And the next example is Jane is smarter than her brother. So, okay, so we're not talking about, we could just say Jane is smart, actually. Sorry, that's a little too much. We're not going to talk about comparing just yet in that way. So Jane is smart. Okay, let's move down. The other new, oops, too much. Other new grammar word here is infinitive. Okay, so they're a special form of verbs. And if we just take a look here, it's the to word plus the base form of the verb. So here's some examples like to go, to eat, to drive. The base form of the verb means it doesn't have an inflection, meaning it doesn't have past tense, it doesn't have present tense, it's just the word. Okay. So it can be used as a noun. I'm sorry. Infinitives are a special form of verbs that can be used as a noun, or they can be used as nouns, adjectives, or adverbs. Okay. They are usually made by adding to before the base form of the verb. And I already said that. So to go, it's not to went, right? It's to go. That's the base form. So like when you look it up in the dictionary, the verb, it will say eat, and then it might have all the different forms of eat, like eat, ate, have eaten. But eat is the base form of the verb. So that's how it's formed, to plus the base form of the verb. And they can be useful when discussing actions without actually doing the action. Okay, so that's a little bit confusing, but usually expressing some kind of wants, or we use them a lot with adjectives. So let's take a look. I want to go home, or I want to drive, that type of thing. Also, it is important to see. You're not really doing the action, you're just kind of making a statement about the action. Okay, so let's take a look at these examples of adjectives. I put the adjectives in green and I put the infinitives in blue. Okay, so let's take a look. We usually have it plus be, and then we have the adjective, and then we have the infinitive. So let's take a look. It is important to see. Okay, so let's take a look. It is important to see the board in English class. Okay, so we're making these statements. These are adjectives, our descriptive words. And the next one, it is useful to do. Let's take a look at this one. It is useful to do all the exercises in the book. Okay. It is difficult to learn. Difficult is our adjective. To learn is our infinitive. Next one. Example. It is difficult to learn languages, but with practice, it is possible. It is likely to rain. So this word likely, okay, it is likely to rain today. Is that an adjective? That's an adverb. That was in the book. That's wrong. Sorry. I need to double check even the books. That's not right. Different type of word. Scratch that out. Sorry about that. All right. So let's take a look. I do have for you a resource. This is just a list that I kind of got from a teacher a long time ago, and I liked it because it's a list of the most common adjectives followed by an infinitive. It's not a complete list, but if you know these, you'll be good. Okay, so this is a lot. I don't want you to memorize the vocabulary, but if you do just look up these words and try to start using them, especially the ones in our examples, okay, they'll help you to be better in your writing. Okay, so remember what the infinitives are. When we have, let's just look at the form. You need to remember adjectives, okay, description words, and then the infinitives. To see, to do, to learn, okay? All right. So those are the adjectives that are typically followed by an infinitive. Okay, so these are the ones I picked: to see, to discover, to know, to tell, to jump, to find, to go, to speak, to witness, and to help. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say those again more slowly. Excuse me. Okay, so these are the more common ones that I really picked out for you to know and practice. I think it'd be good for you if you don't know this vocabulary to look it up. So it'd be to see is the infinitive, to discover, to know, to tell, to jump, to find, to go, to speak, to witness, and to help. Okay, so those are those infinitives that are really common that go after the adjectives. So we take a look. All you have to do is put the infinitive form. Okay, so she was upset. You see here? Make it the infinitive form. She was upset to see the mess her dog made. Oh, that dog, right? She was shocked to discover. Okay. You also see that these two are actually in the past tense. And this is also past tense. Then we only have I am in the present tense, but let's just keep going with it. Yeah, you can. She is upset to see. Okay, so you can use it in the present tense too. No problem. I just, for some reason, I mixed them together, but you're familiar with present tense and past tense. Okay, so please pause the video, fill the rest out. Okay, I recommend that you look up some of those adjectives if you don't understand, just so you can get more vocabulary. Okay, and so please finish number 3 through 10. And when you're finished, come back and we'll go over the answers so you can compare and review your progress and how you did. Okay, so please pause the video and come back when you're finished. Okay, so I've already, if you're finished, let's take a look. You'll notice that I put the adjectives in green and the infinitives in blue. Okay, so here's the blank and here's the answer. So I'm just going to read them all. I'm going to start with 1 just for practice. Okay, she was upset to see the mess her dog made. Number 2, she was shocked to discover the door was unlocked when she was on vacation. Okay. Number 3, he was relieved to know that his son got into college. Hey, son. Oops, I forgot to do some coloring. I forgot to highlight. This is that is the adjective. I'm sorry to tell you that this class is full and you cannot register for it now. Okay, so that happens a lot. Classes get full fast. So sorry is the adjective. To tell is the infinitive. He was reluctant to jump into the lake. It's probably very cold, right? So reluctant is our adjective. To jump is our infinitive. She was surprised to find a diamond ring in her new house. Wow, lucky, right? So surprised is our adjective and to find is our infinitive. Number 7, I am afraid to go alone. Afraid is our adjective. To go is our infinitive. She was embarrassed to speak in front of the class. Embarrassed is the adjective. To speak is the infinitive. She was amazed to witness her friends, oops, sorry, that should be possessive. Good juggling skills. Okay, because that belongs to her friend, right? She was amazed to witness her friend's good juggling skills. Amazed is the adjective. To witness is the infinitive. And the last one, I was willing to help her with her scholarship. Willing is the adjective, and to help is the infinitive. How did you do? As always, yeah, you can email me with any questions, comments, or concerns if you're having trouble with this. Sorry, I'm just trying to stop the share so it'd be big, but that's fine. Just want to say congratulations. You have finished Unit 1. I know it's a lot, but remember, you should do at least 4 to 6 hours of practice and homework for this class. That's the recommended amount of time. Remember, I recommend that you do one activity and finish it and then take a little break. And then if you have to come back to it, that's okay. But don't try to do everything at once. It's a lot of information. So anyway, congratulations, you're done with Unit 1. And please, as always, email me if you have any questions or comments or concerns. Thank you so much. I know it's a lot of work, but you're doing great. Okay. Thank you so much. And just one more page after this, which will be a checklist of all the things you should have completed for Unit 1. Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you for learning with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.